Hurry, you only have 95 minutes left.
All right, we'll make it count.
3, 2.
Well, hey there once again, Wildcat fans. Welcome back. Again, hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving last week. I know I did. Got at least one day off, so I was appreciative of that. But welcome back, another LC Coaches Show for you today. I'm Brad Welburn. As you can see, we are joined by our men's basketball coach, Reni Mason, as we kind of talk about a couple games that they played and moving into very important games coming up this week as we start conference action already. It's the end of November, but we're starting conference play this week, so it's going to be some even more important games. But Coach, it's been a couple weeks since we talked, and you guys have played a couple games since then as well, against Sol Ross over in Marshall, and then this game earlier this week against Centenary. Bit of a rough start for you guys, 0-2 on the season, but I know you've kind of taking those games to maybe learn a little bit more about the players and the team and kind of the makeup of what you guys have, at least going into conference.
Exactly. It has been a rough start. This 0-2 start is not anything we anticipated. I've told our coaching staff we've got to do a better job in preparing our team. Our players know they've got to do a better job. As you stated, going into conference play this early does not make it easy for us. We've got two very tough opponents this week in McMurray and Hardin-Simmons on Saturday. But going back to last week, we've got to take better care of the basketball. I think that's been our Achilles heel this season thus far, and so we're anticipating our guys performing a lot better here in the coming weeks, which will give us an opportunity to win.
And then one of the things that I kind of noticed, because I was able to go to both of those games, obviously we played a home game on Monday, but that game against Sol Ross and the game against Centenary, you know, fairly close between the teams in the first half for sure. I think we were down 3 in both cases at halftime. Kind of hung with them there in the first part of the second half, but things just kind of slipped away towards the end of the game.
It goes back to efficiency of taking care of the basketball. Late in both of those games, we did not take care of the basketball. We did not have a value for possession by possession. I've stated this as long as I've been in basketball. You have to take care of the basketball and you have to be able to rebound. And we haven't done that very well at all. We've got to do a better job going forward. It's important for us as a coaching staff to harp on that in practice day in and day out. And also, for our young men to have confidence that they can do it. We're in a lull right now, being 0-2. Again, we did not anticipate this, but we've got to continue to claw. It's important that our young players, we're relying on 3 freshmen in our starting lineup. Never easy for them to get their feet wet that fast. We've kind of been forced to do that because of some different situations that have existed. But we are definitely looking forward to playing this week and trying to improve upon what we've done the last week or so.
Yeah, definitely wanted to talk about that. I mean, you got Lashard and Rex, the guys that have seen a lot of minutes in the first 2 games, first-year freshmen. A lot of other guys that have kind of come in off the bench as well that are playing their first collegiate basketball games as well. Even combined with the leadership of Stokes and Jelly and those guys, but it's still got to be difficult to kind of find that chemistry early with the older players and the younger guys.
We thought it was essential for us to upgrade in recruiting. To give you an idea of what we think we've done, they're legitimately 2 starters. Lashard Powell's an all-state guard out of Atlanta who's done tremendous for us early. It's a lot to ask of a freshman to try to carry you offensively. Rex Hollis out of Houston, Texas has done a tremendous job with his length defensively, but we've got to get better play out of our veterans. I've talked to Tim Stokes repeatedly about taking care of the basketball as our point guard. We've got a point guard sitting out right now, Diallo Small, who should be eligible this week in terms of coming off of his injuries and things of that nature. We've got Taylor Grogan, who hopefully we'll have back in a week, will give us an added spark and experience. I really believe that Taylor Grogan is probably one of the better guards in our league, and so that has definitely caused a lot of pressure for our freshmen, but they have responded tremendously. Trey Ames, who was out the last game, a freshman out of Lafayette from Northside High School, battling a chest injury right now. But we have the pieces to be successful. I think it is incumbent upon us as coaches to put it together. I am very excited about this season. I have no, by any stretch of imagination, given up on our guys or this season. As you stated, we've been right there in the game against Centenary. On Monday night, it's 53-53 with 8 minutes to go in the game, and so we're right there. But we've got to make plays. Everybody is trying to find their niche. But we've got to put that together. We've got to put it together quickly because conference play is here.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about this weekend, McMurray and Hardin-Simmons, like we talked about coming in, but even more so the fact that, you know, this is our first games at Rapides Coliseum, which, you know, there's a lot of excitement around that for the team, for the fans, community, everything like that.
Exciting time for Wildcat basketball, both men's and women. To be able to open up in Rapides Coliseum in conference play, it's a tremendous opportunity for us. We think that we have a good brand of basketball. Winning plays a big part in fan support, community support, and so we've got to do our part in winning games and putting a good product on the floor in order for the Sinai area to want to support us. We're excited about being there. I'm asking everyone in the Sinai area to come out and support us. I think it'll be a great home court advantage for us. I'm so grateful for the people that have decided to be involved with us. It is a good time for us to put our best foot forward for Sinai, Louisiana in the basketball arena.
Yeah. So a little bit about the games themselves. You mentioned tough opponents for sure. The two Abilene teams, McMurray and Hardin-Simmons, who we know are Hardin-Simmons, two-time tournament champions and that sort of stuff. But talk about the X's and O's maybe a little bit of those two matchups.
Tomorrow night against McMurray, I apologize. We're going to play McMurray tomorrow night. They're a fast-paced basketball team. We've really got to get back defensively. We've got to rebound the basketball. They will try to get out and pressure us defensively, and so we've got to take care of the basketball again. We've really worked on that the last 2 days coming off of that loss on Monday night. Hardin-Simmons, they expect to win. Yeah. Two-time ASC defending champs, Sweet 16 appearance a year ago. They have had a coaching change, which may change their philosophy a little bit, but it won't change their expectations. And so we've got to be prepared. I feel very confident going in, as I always do. We've got things we have to fix. But at the bottom of this whole process is players have to execute, coaches have to prepare, and that's where we are.
Yeah. All right, so there you have it. This Thursday, approximately 7:30. It'll start about 20 minutes, 30 minutes after the women's games finish, and approximately 4 o'clock on Saturday as well. Again, after the women's game, you get to see the guys take on McMurray and Hardin-Simmons at Rapides Coliseum. So just make an evening of it on Thursday, make a day of it on Saturday. Watch some LC basketball at Rapides. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have the jumbo screen thing going. I call it a jumbotron. It's kind of it's not like Texas Stadium or Jerry World jumbotron, but it's still pretty nice.
It's nice.
It's very nice. But we'll have that going and all the accoutrement of basketball games. So it'll be a lot of fun. Coach, as always, appreciate
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next week. I'm Brad Welburn. We'll see you at the Coliseum.